Hi guys, so before we jump in, I wanted to show you guys a landing page that I have already created using Codex, Claude, and ChatGPT, just to show you what the final page can look like, or even what the final home page can look like. Because I'm gonna take you through my process, and my process you might not see the full thing, so I want you to see what we can do before we actually go through the process. So this is one of the pages that I have. It's for there's anti-cellulite massage oil. As you can see, this is how it looks like. We got the bundles in there. We got the reviews, some sections, how to use, targets, the formula, transparency, a whole bunch of things that we got, right? So this is to say this is how the final product usually looks like. This is the final landing page. And basically the process I'm going to take you through will show you how I actually got to this, but for a different product. We're going to go through a book that I'm doing. And the other thing is, when I do this process, I usually ask either Claude or Codex to actually put placeholders for images. So when you initially look at the final landing page that the guys are going to do, you will probably just see placeholders. The images might not be that great, but you will only see a whole bunch of texts and maybe placeholder on the right on the or something like that, right? So just be open-minded, that and also just bear in mind that without the pictures you might not see the full thing, but this just gives you an idea. So I hope you enjoy it. Hi guys, welcome back. So yesterday we designed a prototype for the landing page for Shopify store, and today we're actually going to build out the files that are actually going to go into the Shopify store. So just follow along, and yeah, let's do it. Hey guys, so essentially this is a prototype that we got from Claude. I mean, it has a lot of places for placeholders for images because we don't have the images yet. But of course, if you have a product and you have images, you can give it to Claude to be like, hey, build this in. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. This is just the prototype, right? So today we're going to basically try to get that in to Shopify and then see how that is going to look. And yeah, we even created some bundles in there. um, F, the questions and answers, frequently asked questions. So let's see what we have so far. So yesterday we created the prototype as I told you, and then now we are actually ready to give Codex the prompt and a brief so that Codex can start building this out. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna open Codex right now to just give it the prompts. Okay, so with Codex, I have a lot. I have some project that I work with Codex on. Interesting. Yeah, yeah, I thought this is Codex. It's so confused, man. Like now Codex. I think when you open ChatGPT, it is now Codex. It just literally looks like ChatGPT, the one that I've been. Oh yeah, so you can basically switch between ChatGPT and Codex. So I'm gonna switch to Codex. This is what I wanted. My gosh. I was like, what is happening here? So first off, I'm gonna create a new project because I haven't actually used Codex to do this yet. And what is project? Save. And then from that project, we are gonna start a chat. This chat, this is where I'm going to copy the the prototype that Claude did, and also the the brief and the prompt that we got from Claude based off of, because remember, Claude built the prototype, and then based off of that, when I was okay with that, Claude was like, okay, we're ready for Codex to now build the files so that we can actually use it for ChatGPT. So I've attached it. I'm gonna send it. So the thing is, right, for coders to actually start building this out, it usually takes a very long time. It can be like 20 minutes or so. So what I'm gonna do is I don't want this to be way too long. Codex has started to basically read the brief, the request, and whatever. So I am actually gonna pause this. Currently, it is 3:44 p.m. So I'm gonna pause this, and I'm gonna unpause when Codex is not Codex when Codex is done building out all the files. Okay. Okay, so Codex is finished. It is now 3:54. So that was like 10 minutes. That was pretty quick. So what happened actually was after I paused, Codex actually asked me to get access to my Shopify store or stuff like that. I don't really I've never really given Codex access to my Shopify store, but I think there is a way. I just wasn't gonna try it today. So maybe if you are working on this and you're building a landing page, maybe you can do it directly, because clearly there's a way. Because Codex wanted that, and then I just asked Codex to actually just build the files locally and essentially build and say these are the files that Codex has built, which is fine. And it also gives you instructions essentially. So what I am going to do now is, because you see it starts with installation instructions, so you can read that, and these are all the files. So what I like to do is, Codex would have saved this on my local file. So let me just find that. Okay. So essentially, if you go to your documents or your local files, whatever you call the project, that is where Codex will save it. So I had remember in CP, but whatever, and this will be the files that Codex has actually created. So this folder didn't exist before I asked Codex to do this. This will be the instructions, which I need to update that. I don't like open with notepad. Okay. Yeah, so those will be the instructions. You can see these are the files to upload, the templates, the sections, the snippets, the assets, upload each file to. It basically tells you what you need to do. So you can have a read to it, had a read on it. Personally, I'm not going to read all of that. So every folder might have some things, I don't know. So these are the assets. This is what we'll upload to Shopify. Oh, that's the only section. Interesting. Snippets. This is actually not a lot. I'm actually surprised. On certain things, Codex does actually build up a lot of the sections, the liquids. So that's interesting. So this is where we have two options, right? The options is we can take these files, because these are not big files, and then send them to Claude, and Claude can review them before you actually even upload to Shopify. Or you can upload directly to Shopify. But I think since we are doing this AI thing, I think what we want to do is we actually want to ask Claude what Claude thinks about this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up Claude. Now we're on to Claude, and then I'm gonna copy all these files so that Claude can actually just review them. And we'll say, hey, versus Word Codex did. Can you do a quick review before I add to Shopify store? The files are not actually big, so it's easy to send to Claude or even ChatGPT to review before you send it out to before you add it to Shopify. And while Claude does the review, I'm gonna open my Shopify on the other side. Okay, so Claude is still thinking. Oh boy. I think it's still thinking because it's reviewing all the files, but it shouldn't take too long. Sometimes I work so fast that if this is the case for me, if Claude is taking long, I would literally already be uploading things onto Shopify. But I'm gonna be patient. It's only been what minutes and 38 seconds. So let's see what Claude is gonna say. But I don't think it should be a problem because basically Codex just translated what Claude said into the Shopify files. It's taking some time. Okay, guys. Well, I guess. Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay. So this is good. So basically, Claude is saying Codex did a really good job. Must fix the bundle pricing. It says it's display only, so we need to do that. Must do when installing the code calls for and the assets by save them as the names of the hyphen stripe, rename them, or the page will error. So the book order in the section, upload your image. So the images is fine because those were placeholders. Check in preview. Okay. So personally, it's a lot of things. What I like to do is minor polish, and then Claude is saying, "Do you want me to write a short fix list prompt you can paste back to Codex, and then we're gonna say yes. Please write the prompt. So this will be the prompt that we're gonna send to Codex to make those small little updates. It's not a lot, it's just small. That's Codex. And then yeah. We'll see. This also should be quick. Shouldn't take too long. I mean, sometimes I'm like, why are you still thinking? It's just a quick prompt to write. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've actually been creating a lot with Claude on this specific design and whatever. And because of that, I wonder if this specific chat is just big. That's why maybe Claude is taking forever to basically render things quicker, you know. So I just copied that and just pasted that onto Codex and then just sending it. So again, I don't know how long Codex will take, and because of that, what I will do is pause. Okay, we are back. So Codex is finished. Codex actually updated this for 3 minutes and 33 seconds. So that was pretty good. So now, because Codex made the updates, I'm coming back to my documents and I'm going to essentially see. So what happens is when Codex is making the updates, it never creates new files. It just updates the ones that are there, and you will see it by the timestamp. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send this to Claude just for final review, and then we'll put it to Shopify. Okay, so we'll say, hey, can you do final review before I add to Shopify? So sections. Okay, I'm gonna send it. Remember, Claude has been taking some time to respond. It literally takes like 2 minutes, which I guess it's fine. We'll just stay put. So, how did I learn to actually use these guys like this? One is a reviewer, one is a preparer. I think as somebody who is building by themselves and doesn't have people who can actually look at this and review this, I've always wanted second eyes on whatever I'm creating. And it's just good to now have like AIs who can actually have a look. Even when I'm designing things, like I'll have this design ideas and then I'll be like, oh, I feel like I've been too much into this and I just need somebody else to come and look at it. so, yeah. And then one time, at some point I was like, well, couldn't the other AI review this? And yeah, so it's been good because now I use, depending on what I'm working on, I will use one as a preparer, one as a reviewer. Okay, there's the thought process of Claude. And it's saying Codex nailed all four fixes. This is in good shape. Blah blah blah. Pre-launch checklist. Save the files with Okay, select the okay, upload your images. One thing to get right. That is okay. So we are good to basically add this to Shopify as just as something as a draft. So what we'll do is we'll go to Shopify, we'll go to our online store. Remember we chose the theme already. Oh no, we didn't publish the theme. Actually, I'm gonna publish the theme. Publish. Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything on the store, so it's fine, and it's password protected. So we still need to do some stuff here. So what you want to do is, because these files, if you see the files that Codex created, they're like JSON file, CSS, JS files. So you can't just edit theme and upload to it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the three dots and select edit code. Okay, and then when you get to edit codes, what you're gonna see on the left, it says assets, blocks, layout, sections, snippets, and templates. And then if I show you here, these were the files that, well, not even the files, the folders that Codex had. So it has assets, it has sections similar to their snippets and templates. So we're basically gonna upload all the files. So like the ones in assets, we're gonna upload it to the assets sections here. So I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna just expand this. So these are all the files here. So for me, I usually just like, I just select one on the one that Codex did, and then I'll just drag it here. So after dragging it, that is the code, and then you will click save. And then I'm gonna do the second one. This is the landing. Then we're gonna click save. That's fine. So that's all the assets files. Then we're gonna do the sections. So I'm gonna go to the section. I'm gonna expand that, and I can close these guys here. So let me close this. So the sections, this one, I'm gonna expand it, and then I'm gonna click my sections, and I'm gonna drag it here. Oh, you see, it says that the name is too long. Okay, so what we wanna do is, personally, I don't like messing around with Codex things without it knowing. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just clip it, copy, and then open Codex, and then say for the sections file, this is the error I am getting. Please update. So update will, gosh. So Codex is updating that now. And it shouldn't really be a big update. I don't think Codex should take long. So let's see how long Codex takes on this one. Okay. So that was 42 seconds, which is perfect. And I can see that Codex did update it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna make sure that I'm in the sections file. Then I'm gonna try again. Click that, drag it. There it is. And now I'm gonna save it, and we're good. Okay, so then I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna go to the snippets. I'm gonna expand that. Let's see. Gonna save it. Perfect. And I'm gonna add another one. Save, save it, and save this. Okay. And then the final one is a template. So this is a template. We're gonna save that. So if you're saving it and you're not getting any errors, then you're good to go. So now what we can do, I'm gonna refresh my Shopify store, and we're gonna go to edit theme, which is what I think everybody knows. And then you're gonna come here, and I think you can look at, so there are no products. Wee! Ah! Okay, let's see. Collections. Wait, I think we need to do. Oh, it should be part of the pages. Yeah. So this is the remember lending that Codex just did. It's coming under the pages. So I'm going to click that. And this is essentially how it's coming on Shopify. See, this is it. Add to cart. Zero, we didn't give Codex a price, but that's fine. So this is it. Um, an area for a placeholder for the images, placeholder for the image, placeholder, again, more placeholder. So a lot of the placeholders are for the images, which we didn't give Codex, which is fine. And then there, and again, but everything is basically set, I would say. Obviously, the images are not. But, and then the bundles as well at zero. We need to obviously update that. So, personally, I am actually happy with the landing page. The placeholders are the images, which, I mean, I haven't created the images. So I will get back to that. I'll get back to you guys on that. But essentially, so how do you make changes to this thing that Codex has just done? So what you do is you're gonna click on that, and then on the left side you can see the brand name. You can change what says get your copy. What is that? That's the header. So it's up there, but I can't see it. So you can also change that. The hero, you can literally change it. So that is that. So if you want to edit it, you can change it then. You can also change that. The add to cart, you can change that, as in obviously when you link it to your product, it should automatically update, right? And then the images, you see, this is where we basically have a section to add our images. So once I have all the images, I can add that. But if you have product images, you can just say select and upload image, generate image, whatever it is that you want to do, and then all your images will now start to populate on this side. Let me see. I think I have one image that we can maybe use. Let's see. I think ChatGPT created something for me. Yeah, I think we can use something from what ChatGPT has. So you can upload image. See downloads. Let's see this one. Yeah, we can just play around with this so that I can show you guys how it comes together. Okay, and then you can say done. At the moment you say done, you see, then it actually populates. This is not really then like the image we haven't. I haven't actually worked on images, but basically that's what's going to happen. And what you can then do is, this is for the mobile, and then you have a video that you want to add, like whatever it is. There's literally the sections are there for you to select. Okay. And then yeah, so if you wanna, so that was the first section that we clicked, right? And then if you wanna update one section, no, actually I think it's all of it. So it has everything. So if I wanna maybe update this part here, oh, that's interesting. You know what is interesting? Like for me, I would I would have wanted that I I can click on all the text and be able to change it. But what's happening here is that everything has been hard coded from the prototype, which is actually not what we want. Definitely do not want this. So the best thing to say is, you can either go to Claude, because Claude is the one who's giving this prompt to Codex, to be like, hey, we need to make all the text editable. So so that if you want to edit something later, it's easy to just click on it and just, the same way here where the header button was the header, the hero was there, and you can make the changes. We want to basically be able to do that for everything, for all the tags. But these ones are not clickable, you see. This is clickable, but the others are not, which is not a good thing. Yeah, that's not good. Because then you're gonna have to keep redoing it. That's not good. So I will ask Codex directly, can you make all the text editable so we can make updates later? Yeah, because then you don't want anything to be hard coded at all. So I'm gonna save this for now. I mean, this is all a draft because we're building this up, but the Codex is gonna have to update everything, right? So I'm gonna pause this. It's like 4:24, and then we'll see what Codex come up with. Okay, so we are back, and Codex actually worked for 6 minutes and 6 seconds. So we just wanted everything to be editable. So it basically tells you what it has done, which is all good and fun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to my local file, and essentially Codex has updated the same files, maybe not. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, that one, I'm looking at the timestamp, and it basically, depending on which one is the latest, those are the ones that has been updated. So this one has also been updated for 27, 428. So basically I need to replace this in our sections. Okay, so let's do that. So then what you are now going to do, I'm going to exit this, go back to this section here, the editor, and then I'm going to go through the same process. The assets, we don't need to update that. We need to update the sections. And then we are going to replace it, so that's fine. I'm going to save it. And then we're gonna update one of the snippets, not all of them. Or did we have this? Probably didn't have it. Oh, interesting. And we are gonna then update the template. And we're gonna replace it as well. And we're gonna save it. Close. To double save just in case. And then we're gonna go back to our Shopify, edit, and then we're gonna click edit theme. And again, we're gonna go to the pages, find this page that we just did, and let's see. So now, okay, so this one was already editable, so that was good. Now I want to be able to edit this. Yeah, there it is. So everything is there. So whatever Codex has added, it's there, which is perfect. Because if I decide I want to change something here, then I can be able to just edit on the left side, which is perfect. So guys, yeah, this is how you can make your landing page. Of course, I haven't added my images, and I'm just like, okay, what images can I add? That you can add anything. I honestly don't have any images right now because I haven't even added products. But you can add anything, because remember we did also say that when it comes to the images, there's a section for it here. You can select, and then you will get your full store with, or basically just everything updated. And yeah, this is how I use Claude, Codex, and also ChatGPT to make my landing pages. So thank you so much for joining in, and I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, just drop it down in the comments below. Thank you.